Hello everyone, welcome back to another video right here with the School of the Ascending. This is a video, a Q&A to answer a question that I received over DM, how to know what your purpose or your mission is. Now, I've definitely posted a video kind of similar to this in the past, so you might have to scroll down to maybe it was about last year or so, as well as channeled messages on Door to Value, which you can find on all platforms where I talk about this in different ways, because it's very complex, but also simple in the sense that you will have many purposes and many missions, and that's truly something that gets discreetly discovered to you, but it is something that can be shared at some point through others in your journey who are reflecting a mirror to you. And so it's complex in the sense that, there's many purposes and missions, but it's simple in the sense that you are aware that you don't have to fine-tune to one particular niche or one particular path or avenue. We are evolving beings, and so this is something that will have variety, will have change, is what I'm hearing. So for those of you guys that don't know, I'm a psychic medium, a channeler, energy intuitive, healing catalyst, and my mission here is to raise collective consciousness to help you all elevate, evolve, and empower into the greatest version of yourself. And that kind of branches into all things life lessons and channeled messages with Door to Value, as well as the spiritual teachings and healing tools on School of the Ascending. So, this is something that was revealed to me about 2 years ago, right? Probably around 2021. And that was something that only was received by me, brought to me in my reality for my journey, specifically for me, to focus on, to name the things that I named, to come up with the ideas for the content of what is going to help the collective, right? That was revealed to me after I kind of awakened and stepped into this newer sense of consciousness, but that only came after I grew. I had to heal a little bit, and we're always healing. So throughout that entire process of building my mission, expanding on the first step of my purpose was really going through an ongoing healing process up until this day. And so my point in sharing this with you is what I was doing before is not what I am doing now. And what I'm doing now is not what I was doing when I started everything in 2021. So you have changed with every year of your growth. So too will the evolution of your purpose and mission. But to sort of step into that and get more clear, because I know that even me myself working on this now, I still think, what is going to be my purpose or mission a few years down the road, right? We want to start goal planning, getting those other steps into the staircase so we can get to that final goal, our perhaps our dream destination, or for some of you guys, where you see yourself in the next few years. And so that really comes with, really is what I'm hearing in this present moment, is being present as much as possible, but also allowing what is capable for your journey to enter organically and naturally and really in alignment with you. So that comes with being present as much as possible. It doesn't mean that you're not going to have thoughts ruminating on the future. And this is a hard pill to swallow for many people, to be as present as possible, which is obviously understandable. But at the same time, really anchoring into that, knowing that surrender is what allows more answers to flow into your reality. And that is a daily, consistent practice in the mind space with your physical body, because we can get really ADD, ADHD, really staying with a task for a short period of time. So sometimes we get distracted in many different ways, right, is the point here. And so being present and continuing that consistent practice every day despite the distractions is what will allow some of those answers to really come through. And that's a huge self-responsibility piece, a huge accountability piece that you will be guided to take on your journey as you feel a closer connection to purpose and mission. I want to do more, I want to create more, foster more, create something that will be long lasting or impactful for either, myself obviously, but also my family or my soul tree, my generational lineage, the people around me in my community, things like that. So yes, listening to what comes through for you. So when you are present and you surrender, you will start to receive that insight, and it becomes a task of almost paying attention, becoming more self-aware, aware of your surroundings, aware of yourself, and listening will come in different forms, listening to what the universe is telling you, which might not always be through physical words, but through the signs that are being shown to you, right? And so all of our senses link together, and we'll be challenged in that sort of momentary pathway that leads us to that door, which is our mission work. And so you will be challenged on your way to unlocking that door, and that challenge is, are you listening? Are you paying attention to what's being revealed to you? What's a recurring pattern, conversation, sign, whether you see it, whether you hear it, of your reality? And that could be a key indicator of something that will appear down the line, because really there's no coincidence. Energy is in alignment with you and your thoughts on an everyday basis. Fate aligns with that. They're co-created to help us on our journeys, and this is what's available and abundant to us to utilize, so that we can take the necessary steps. So for example, if I'm noticing like children everywhere in my reality, yes, I have baby fever, but is having children right now at the forefront of my mind? No, but it comes into my mind maybe at least once daily, or very frequently, if not every other day, of like, oh, like this is how I see my future set up. Like certain things, like there's no concrete plans, right? We're allowing room for what is meant to be, because when we make plans, the saying goes, God laughs, right? So there's a plan in place, but it's not concrete. It's just seeing what's there, visualizing it, and allowing it to materialize if it is so, if it is meant to be in that way. But releasing the thought and being as present as possible, then all of a sudden the sign reappears in front of me, and it is showing me, okay, like this children in this situation, children in this scenario, when you least expect it. And that is truly when you're able to connect the pieces, the dots, and say, okay, like now I see it. Now I understand what is going on. There's something about my mission work and children in the future, not only me having children, but also a mission with that, and potentially helping other children as well. And so that's how the signs come through. My nose is getting like really like I want to sneeze type of feeling right now. And that to me is an indicator. I learned this early on in my spiritual journey of the truth coming through. So maybe that's a message for someone. They say when you're in the spiritual community, when your nose itches. I don't know if everyone knows this or not, but this is what I learned, that it's like the truth, like something about the truth. So yeah, I just feel maybe there's something around that. Sneezing too as well. It's coming through. You guys will take what resonates. But yes, as cliche as these answers might sound to some of you out there, this is facts, this is reality, right? We do have to be present. We do have to release all expectations. Sometimes our purpose and mission may momentarily have been working in the 3D world, but then we'll transition out of that, or maybe it's not meant to stay in that for a while, because of course some people will have purposes and missions that interlink them with the corporate America or with their 9-to-5s. Like that's just how it is for some people. Some people who are lawyers or doctors, they align with that as their purpose or mission. They align with what they're doing in the matrix experience. But then other people are not. They align with other aspects of purpose or mission. So maybe they were part of that world at one point, and then they're going to transition, evolve into a next step. There's evolution in different ways, and in that way and in that way. And really it is what's the evolution that your soul signed up for, and that your soul is here to learn, to teach, to expand for others. You could be living out I'm hearing multiple purposes and missions at the same time. And here's an exercise that I'll leave you guys with this, to start this conversation off as an internal dialogue for yourself. Okay, so what is happening in your life right now? What are you seeing for your life right now in your everyday experience? So who are the people that are in your life, your friends? How long have they been in your life for? Are some of them new friends? And what do you notice about these people, friends or family, the people that are essentially in your life? The second thing you want to look at is, what is around you as far as like your income. So are you working a job? Are you having a business? Are you doing both? Do you have like some certain career? Like, where are you at right now? Assess that. So what we're doing here is we're assessing the different areas of life. Career, money making, okay? So where you make your money, the people that are around you, and your current environment, which includes your lifestyle, okay? So where you're making your money, your job or career, your friends and family, and your lifestyle. We're assessing these three core things, these principles of our life, these areas of our life, to basically understand further like what the pattern is between them. Are we learning something from those areas of our life? Are we giving something to others that are engaging with us in those areas of life? Like, do we provide value to someone that we're working with or one of our close friends? Or are we providing value for ourselves in our own personal lifestyle through our daily habits? Like, really, you guys are gonna have to get specific, okay? There's a lot that's coming through. You guys are gonna have to get really specific with yourself on this and what really was resonating with you and what you're noticing in the patterns in those areas of your life. And that's how you'll kind of get a better idea of, okay, right now my purpose is learning from this group of people or learning at this job. You know, my mission is helping to spread kindness and words of compassion at this job or through this friendship group, helping to awaken them. Like, you will know based on what you're noticing. And this is not a 1 day, 1 week process, my friends. This is going to be several weeks, several months is what I'm hearing, where you're going to have to self-evaluate these different places of your life, the patterns that are recurring, and how you feel you are giving back and receiving this symbiotic relationship between purpose and mission work out there. Okay, and so yes, this is what's coming through for this. Do let me know if you want a part 2. I definitely think I might have to do a part 2 around this at some point, because I do feel that some people might have further questions. So if you have questions, please feel free to let me know in the comments below. And I appreciate you all tuning in to School of the Ascending, wherever you see this, but you can exclusively find us on Instagram at School of the Ascending. And I am so grateful to be connected with you all. And thank you so much for being on this journey. Sending you love and light.